Hi, I'm Steve Weavers, creator of the Imaging Whiteboard. This video will cover the installation of the Imaging Whiteboard and tell you a little bit about where you can find some more information about it. Now, the preferred way to install the Imaging Whiteboard is to go to the Microsoft App Store, and you can actually search for Imaging Whiteboard and it should come straight up. You can click on it and install. Okay, I'll open it up and there it is. Okay, and there we have it. Now, alternatively, you can open up a browser. Okay, and search for sound analysis. Okay. And takes a little bit of finding. Let's be a bit more specific. Okay, let's put it all in. Okay, and finally we get to that. This is what happens when you don't pay Google any money. Okay, so having got to the sound analysis website, we can look for the Imaging Whiteboard 3.5. We can scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and here we can see that there's the installer. So we click on the installer. Okay, and let's download it. Download anyway. So, okay, and if we open up the zip file that's been downloaded, let's do this one. Okay, we've got the MSI installer, so we can double click the installer. And it'll try and protect you, but run anyway. And next. Yes. Okay. Now that's installed, we should find that we've got an icon on the desktop. Let's click that, and we can open up another copy. So let's stick with what we've got. Okay, so now we've got the Imaging Whiteboard installed. We need to know really what we can do with that. Now, if you've been watching all the videos, you'll should by now be of the opinion you can do quite a lot. But if you really want to know, let's go to the help, and where it says show documentation, if we click that, we should come up with the user manual. And this is about 150 odd pages, and it'll go through all of the controls, in some detail. Okay, just scroll down the more we can get an idea of what's there. Okay. Now that's great if you want to look for a specific function and where is it, and what can you do with it. But if you want to know a little bit more, there's a supplement to this. There's actually a few supplements, but let's go through them. There's the convolutional neural network configurator, and that will go through the convolutional neural network tool. There's also the show frequency domain cookbook, but for right now we'll just look at the cookbook. This is kind of a supplement to the manual, and it'll go through a number of applications and things that you can do, and give you some ideas about some of the things that can happen when you start stringing the functionality together. Okay. The supplement to the supplement, the frequency domain cookbook, will go through and give you a number of recipes specifically about doing processing in the frequency domain. Okay, so quite a lot of documentation there. On top of that, of course, there's always the info button on all the controls. Once you've opened them, if you just click the info button, it'll come up and give you a brief description of what it does. Let's see. You can also go to the website. Let's see. Okay, so if we go back to the Imaging Whiteboard 3.5, we can scroll down. We can see we've got everything here. So we've got the same user's guide, and the CNN configurator. Let's look at that. We didn't look at it last time. That's there. Okay, and let's just go through how you open it, how you add layers, and so on and so on. Okay. Again, the frequency domain cookbook, the installer we've seen. Install from the Microsoft Store. It's just a link that will take you to the store. And then, but also on the website, which you won't get directly in the product, there's the cookbook recipes. So if you click that, okay, we'll open up a zip file with some XML files in it, and we can see there's all of the recipes that are in the cookbook. The Imaging Whiteboard XML file is here as well, so you can just run those up in your own. There's all the frequency domain recipes there, and we've got the digit recognition, so we've got all the neural net models there and the whiteboard, so that you can load that up and try that as well. So, okay, so I'll say that's not in the product, but you can get it from the website. Okay. Now, what else can you do? You can also perhaps follow sound analysis on Facebook. So if we go to Facebook, and let's see, don't do that. And let's see, shortcut here. So I'll say you can search for sound analysis, and then you get the Facebook page where tend to announce new releases and new blog posts and so on. If we go back to the website, let's see. Okay, we can also go and take a look at some of the blogs here. If you want to get into a bit more detail about what's going on, I do post things which are of interest at the time. So we can see there's some real details about the combining FFTs from two separate images, and you can perhaps see more here than you could in the video. I go through the canny edge detection in some detail, explaining how it's built up bit by bit. Some line detection there, explaining a bit about the Hoff transform line detector. And you can see we actually get into some maths and a bit of code here, so it gets quite deep at times. And I say that's worth a look if you're interested in some of the technical details. Okay. You could also send an email to steve@soundanalysis.com if you've got any suggestions for whiteboards that you think should be added to the cookbook, or new functionality that you think should be added to the whiteboard. I believe the Imaging Whiteboard functionality is complete. In the past I believed that and then thought of something else, but right now I can't think of anything that's missing that really ought to be there. The problem I'm struggling with at the moment is how to make the functionality more accessible to third parties so that others can incorporate Whiteboard into other solutions. I've got some ideas. I could perhaps provide an interface to the Imaging Whiteboard, probably TCP/IP, so that once it was running and were Whiteboard loaded, images could be sent and received, and other data inspected. I could perhaps take the sub-whiteboard control and put that in a separate library, so that control could be added to other XAML applications. I could move all of the underlying processing code to a separate library and provide some sort of facade to make it accessible. I haven't really started on any of this yet because I can't really make my mind up as to what's needed. So if you have any input as to how you think I should approach this and what you'd like to see, I'd be pleased to hear from you.